We sorely miss our friends. And so, as we do remember them, it fell upon me to do a little research and find out just how far all of us have gone. Because many of us have become educators, many of us have become performers, but singularly all of us have taken this one thought from Ponca City, Oklahoma, to be the very best that you can be, to be excellent, to put your whole heart into everything. From Ponca City, Oklahoma, between 1966 and 1996, there were some 900 of us who became members of the chorale. We decided to see how far we've reached. So, members of the chorale have gone on to become teachers in the state of Oklahoma. In Lone Wolf, Oklahoma, 5,000 young students have learned music from one chorale member. Going even farther, we look and see in Edmond, Oklahoma, 6,300 students have learned from chorale graduates. And continuing on to Tulsa, Oklahoma, chorale alumni have taught 73,900 people. So when we look at all of the places in the Oklahoma region that chorale graduates have taught, trained, or performed for, we see a total across the state that comes to 461,000 people. That's just in our state. So we decided to look a little farther. We looked in the United States of America. And as the chorale began to reach out from coast to coast, the city of Los Angeles checked in. 15,000 students have learned from chorale graduates. Audience members have heard us sing in Los Angeles. Going eastwards and going southwards, in the city of Dallas, Texas, at the PhD level, our graduates have influenced 319,100 lives. And in our nation's capital and in New York, 56,900 people have been performed for by chorale graduates who have gone on to Broadway. Checking in Chicago, 27,000 students. And in our nation's capital of Washington, D.C., performing for the government of the United States, our members have performed for 680,000 people. Touching all 50 states in the United States, we begin to do the numbers, and in the continent of North America, chorale members have performed 4,896,410 people. So let's take it even farther. San Jose, Costa Rica checked in with 800 people. San Juan, Puerto Rico, 100 people have heard a chorale performer. Going all the way to Helsinki, Finland, 7,000 people in Helsinki, Finland. And at the Horn of Africa, Tunis, Tunisia checked in with 3,000 people. Paris, France has been performed for by chorale alumni to the tune of 3,300 people. Leaving the total in the Western world at 5,295,660 people. So let's take this even farther. In the world at large, Juneau and Anchorage, Alaska, 10,600 people. Honolulu, Hawaii, 35,000 students educated by chorale alumni. Moving eastward, Moscow, Russia. Before anyone was able to tear down any wall, the Redcoats arrived and educated 20,000 people. In the hallowed halls of Italy, 22,700 people in 3 cities have heard us sing. Going all the way to Nairobi, Kenya, where 1,750 people have heard our voice, and in Japan, in 3 different cities, 35,000 people have been privileged to hear us sing live. Going down under, Auckland, New Zealand checked in with 600 people who have heard one of our alumni sing, and 2,600 people in 3 cities in Australia have also been privileged to hear the quality of the Ponca City High School chorale. So we decided to see, does Mr. Moore's reach go as far as we think it does? Shanghai, China checked in with 200 people, as did Singapore. And the tiny little city of Ahmedabad, India, 10 people have heard one chorale graduate. And all the way on a little tiny island in Madagascar, Ile de la Réunion, 300 people have heard us sing for a complete around-the-world reach. But that isn't all. Because all the way down in Port Lockerbie, Antarctica, one of our graduates performing on a cruise ship has performed for 100 people and approximately 15,000 penguins. This creates an army of red jackets that has spanned the globe. Over the entire world, Mr. Moore's influence has touched directly 12,301,420 lives. But that isn't all. A national audience in Japan, because our performances were broadcast. 1 million people in Japan, bring that to 13 million people. And because of the digital world, national audiences in the United States totaling 86 million people mean that in this world, the digital world, 99,301,000 people have been touched by excellence that was generated by one man here in Ponca City. Because of one man who put on a red jacket, we have performed in all 50 states in the United States of America. We have affected every branch of military service. We have performed in over 6 languages. We have influenced more lives than 158 nation governments. If we were a government of our own, the Ponca City High School Chorale and the people that we have influenced would be the 14th largest nation in the world. And we have touched all 7 major land masses on the globe. This is proof of one simple thing. One man can change the world. Over the course of this weekend, many things have been heard by people around this room. Many things were uttered in Mr. Moore's ear. Being privileged to stand near him and hear them, some of them were, Mr. Moore, because of you, I stayed in high school. Mr. Moore, because of you, I became a teacher. Mr. Moore, because of you, I studied music and became a music professor. I watched you direct and used you as an example as I went on to pursue my doctorate of music. All of these I was privileged to hear this weekend. Mr. Moore has changed the world, and he's done it one life at a time. Yes. Mr. Moore, we can only say thank you. And the fact that we have all come from all corners of the United States and all corners of the world to be here to celebrate you today is the only way that we can repay, and only in a small way, the gift of music that we continue to send forward across the world. Thank you, Mr. Moore.